Hello, welcome to Record Time. Record Time is a weekly Akashic experience where we explore simple and mysterious themes through the lens of the Akashic Records. If it's your first time here and you don't know what the Akashic Records are, welcome. Thank you for being here. And I would suggest that a good place to start to learn about what the Akashic Records are is my website, minaruchi.com. I have a couple videos there that briefly explain what it is that I'm doing right now. And if you're not new, if you're returning, thank you for being here. Welcome back, my friend. Today, let's see, I'm like still, the topic is still forming, but it's there. So as I tune into that, as always, just take a moment to relax and arrive here. Gift yourself this moment. And what I mean when I say that is let this moment really be a present to yourself. Take this time to just relax and just only be here. Don't worry about all the other things that you have to do. If you have the time to just take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however long this video ends up being, just let yourself be here now for the duration of this video. And if you don't have the time right now, you can always come back to it later. So take a moment to arrive, take a deep breath, and know that right now there's nothing else you have to do. You're allowed to just be still and receive. You are so much more powerful than you know. No matter what your relationship to power is at this moment, there is so much more to be discovered, to be unearthed, to be connected to. There is so much more. The depth and breadth of your power is so expansive and so rich. And when you acknowledge and realize how powerful you are, incrementally, that is a force to be reckoned with. That is equivalent to the presence of magic at your fingertips. When you recognize your own power, that is a force to be reckoned with. And as simple as that might seem, just recognize, just realize that you're powerful. That's all it takes. It sounds so simple. And yet, this is a slow process. And they use the word incrementally because no matter how connected you are to your power, there is still more. There's always more to be discovered. It is endless. It's infinite. It's ever renewing, this vast, expansive, elusive idea, concept of power, your power. So whether you feel really disconnected from it, you don't feel super powerful, or you don't feel like you have yet even begun to recognize that you are powerful, whatever that might mean to you. Or if you do feel really connected to it, there's always room to grow there. And so what they're saying is this is a process, and processes are slow. Processes like this are slow, of connecting to yourself, connecting to your power. It's a slow game. And so, as simple as it might sound, and as easy as it might be for your mind to get what I'm saying, actually implementing it and realizing it is a whole different thing. And it might be frustrating because you've probably heard people say stuff like this before. And you might be thinking like, oh, I get it, but I just don't know how to do it. And if you're in that place of like anguish and frustration, that is okay. And that's actually normal. That's part of the process in itself. So let's see. It feels like there's more here. A few things. So let's see what else they want to discuss. Okay. So it feels like there's a few questions here. One is, what do they mean when they say power? What are they talking about? And it feels like that might be a conversation for another day. And so for right now, we'll just operate on our own like felt sense of what the word power means to us individually. And you can have your own definition of that. That's perfect. So right now we can talk about how do we practically connect to our power? How do we actually realize that more deeply? Because our mind knowing it, like I'm saying these words, like you realizing your power is a force to be reckoned with. So it's like, yeah, we get that in our head, but how do we actually like feel that and like move in that way, move from that space of knowing that? And they're saying, hold the intention of being powerful and be patient. Hold the intention and be patient. And I think what's implied here, they're saying you have to show up for it. And that's the part that is true always. And it's like the thing that we also don't want to hear. You have to show up for your power every day in some way, whatever way feels good to you. And so again, it all cycles back to the practice. Are you practicing being connected to yourself in some way every day? Do you have some kind of practice of connecting to yourself, of connecting to your power that you do each day? For some, that might be meditation. For others, it could be journaling, it could be yoga, it could be all kinds of things. There's no limit to the ways that you can practice. But do you have a practice? Do you know what your practice is? Could you describe it to me if I asked you right now? And if you don't, that's okay. Because you have an opportunity, an invitation here from the records and from your own self to create a practice that feels good to you. So I could talk about the practice forever, but I'm going to stop here for today. But just to recap, you recognizing that you are powerful is a force to be reckoned with. And in order to connect and recognize your own power, hold the intention of being powerful, be patient, and practice. And if you don't know what I mean when I say practice, or if you don't know where to begin with that, and you want help developing a practice, or if you want some examples of what a daily practice might look like, that is my favorite thing to help people with. So there's a couple things you can do if you are seeking some help and assistance. One is you can sign up for my free meditation class. I teach a free meditation class every month, and that is a perfect place to kind of dip your toes into the practice and see if meditation might be a good option for you as a daily practice. And that's on the second Thursday of the month, and you can sign up for that on my website, minaruchi.com. So definitely go check that out. It definitely doesn't hurt to try to see if that resonates with you, to see if meditation might be a good option. Or if you've tried it before but have a hard time sticking to it, that's a great place to kind of come and like learn how to anchor that into your daily life. Another thing you can do is consider an akashic record reading. When I work with people one-on-one, that is a theme that often comes up, is developing a unique daily practice that is like perfectly designed for you and your life. So you have some options. There's a couple ways that I could assist you in cultivating and developing your own unique practice, and you can find information about both of those things on my website, minaruchi.com. And I also invite you, on top of those things, to just first make time. Just set aside 5 minutes a day that would be your practice. And just be there, and then do what feels good in that moment. That's a great place to start as well. Just begin carving out the time that would be your practice, because that's often the hardest part. All right, this is where I'm going to leave you for today. And I'm wishing you well until next time. Namaste.